So I guess I can't really play Fenar unless I play fucking Jax, but that's 8. I think mid Sabo is a cool matchup against Abyss. Feels pretty 50-50. And it's fun to play.
Vitruvian versus Abyssian.
This is a good card against Abyss. But there is a small chance that this dies like 2-drop lure. So I think it's a bit greedy to keep it. Especially because I play triple, I will get it back at some point. Oh, and it's also a much better 2-drop to open with. No opening gambit wasted, and very resilient to removal. So that was a nice replace. Thanks game. And not opening mid-tile when I got the ultis in general against Abyss. I don't think I'd do that. No clue what he's playing, but if it's Sarlacc, I should keep this. This doesn't really help against Sarlacc. It's 5 mana to not remove Sarlacc from the board. I feel like with that you should be able to just ignore Sarlacc anyway. With Third Wish, you just kill them. Unless they keep clearing your board, then you got a problem. Oh, speaking of problems, this is also a reason to replace for something that is not just the ultis. They can't just remove your shit. They can also take your tile away. Don't really see a way to protect the token. Oh, I guess I can put a Primus in front. It's just a bit risky because of Infest and the other thing. Grasp. Finally, sorry, I didn't really sleep, so. You know what? I will just not pop the Jaxi and make sure there are no mana tiles left. I think that's good against this type of deck. And I spread out a bit, otherwise I get infested. Wait, I still get infested super fucking hard. Man, I've mentioned this before, that you can't really play around that card in the opening turns. Well, it was possible here if I went diagonal down. That was the play, I suppose. Then this will be dead on board, but a bit scared of that. I think I'll just siphon it. It's bad. I have no hand size, but now my hand size is fixed. We just play 4 into 5. So worth it, I guess. It's just again the problem I just lose to infest basically. At least the Jaxi, no, he can clear the Jaxi with infest as well if he orders it properly. I guess I don't mind too much if it's infest with nothing else, then it's fine. This doesn't look like infest. I do expect he plays it, because why would you play Rating Storm with no infest? So pretty sure we're getting lucky here. I think I'll just keep this hand. You know, we have 3 minions on board, so Third Wish is playable. It's good for buffing Tombstone potentially. Yeah, like I said, we have 4 into 5 to go back to 5 cards in hand, and they're good threats to play. New Forger, scary. Okay, the ratings are gone, that's nice. Now we really have to spread out at least a little bit. I do want to move my general in as well. Well, he didn't have infest last turn, he would have definitely played it. He could get it now, of course, though. That's a problem. If we go here, the Mini Jax doesn't die on board. Still good infest. Okay, I guess I'll spread it out like this. don't feel comfortable hitting because there's an unanswered Mana Forger. Then you kind of don't know what's gonna happen. Oh yeah, I think I remember his deck a bit now. I remember seeing like right off the Undervolt and the 1-mana spell that gives you infinite mana with Deathwatch. So I should not give him too much Deathwatch on board. That's important to do. And he was definitely playing Infest in that deck. Again, why would you not play Infest if you play Raging Swarm? It would be silly. There the card is. Infinite mana. So this Dispelled Mana Forger is still gonna do something. It's gonna ramp him for 1 mana after it kills itself. Shadow Dancer. Right, okay. Scary. I think he has no mana left, but he does have a Mana Forger, so... And now he gets 2 mana if he suicides that. And he has an Infest. No, that's annoying. Otherwise I could kill this, but now I can't. Not sure what I could have done against this. Well, I probably just had to spread out better and not run into him. Because we're basically dead, even though he didn't really do anything. Because, you know, we cleared board as much as we could. The only things that survived were... How much mana is that? The only things that survived were 2 Mana Forgers. That's it. And we're basically dead. So yeah, that's... I'm not sure what... Like I said, I'm not sure what I can do about that. If I go like this, then... He can actually not kill anything. On board anyway. Can't really even move this, otherwise he can hit that and get more of these pings. Maybe I should have replaced for this thing last turn. I couldn't really go and hit that. I would get too low. I would be in range of this. I would take 4 and then be in range of that. And he has a pretty good hand size. At least 2 of 3 Mana Forges in his deck are dealt with. Those are the biggest threats in his deck, I'm pretty sure. It's also kind of hard to shroud this. He needs to chain minions if he even plays it. That thing is moving in, that's a bit suspicious. Something weird is gonna happen, I feel like. Otherwise you wouldn't do that. Raging Swarm Infest. Okay, we're just dead. I don't know what the fuck we could do here. This is kind of the first time that somebody fucks me that hard with Infest. I mean, in the opening turns I didn't really play around it properly. But here, I'm not sure what else I could do. Yep, there we go, we're just dead. Yeah, Infest and Ghost Lightning are crazy. But his deck is actually... That's why I never got fucked by Infest before, like, in this match. Because again, his deck is actually built around it. Like, dead on 6 mana when he didn't really do anything. Interesting, he actually built something unique and powerful. I mean, I saw it in play it against in that mini tournament, and then it didn't do this, so maybe it's a bit of an eye roll deck and I shouldn't take it too seriously, but I don't know, this seems very strong. I mean, look at this, 25-0 and on 6 mana. And I had a good curve, you know, and I had an answer to the first Mana Forger, kind of. It's just not, in this match it was not a good answer, right? Siphon didn't kill the Mana Forger, and then the Dispelled Mana Forger gave him an infinite mana turn, so... She need to be right back, like 20 minutes or so. Oh, anyone else in chat? Because what can I do? There's nobody else to play. Am I just going to sit in silence for 20 minutes? I guess so. I will just look at some messages. Some girls making fun for me that I reply slowly when I reply within 5 minutes. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Probably some kind of mental illness. That's not normal, right? If people complain that you reply slowly when you reply within 5 minutes, pretty sure that's not good. I guess if you play an AoE top deck, that deck is not that much of an issue. Could have played more patiently. I could have not run into him, and then Infest would have also been less problematic. Oh, he's already back, nice. So let's try the same deck again and play a bit more safe. Now that we know what the deck can do. Pretty scary shit. That's a very good card. It's kind of scary. We do have 11 2-drops though. So the chance to get one is pretty high, because we are guaranteed to not get this and this back. So let's gamble. Good gamble. Okay, definitely keeping this. You know, the Dispelled Mana Forger won the game because Siphon doesn't kill. Weird fuck abyss and just goes harder. Yeah, I was impressed. 6 mana as player 2, 25-0. That did go pretty hard. It was actually scary. I think this game we should have a better chance because we have a very good hand now to deal with bullshit and also just to develop. Yeah, this is another situation where I'm like, if I just run into him, then I'm gonna have a problem, right? Because then he gets infinite mana. Actually, now I see there could be a reason to open mid-tile, because this play is very annoying. I actually do exactly the same with Radiant Swarm. I basically never play this card, but I would do the same, is what I'm saying here. But because if you open mid-tile, they can't really do that. Then you just hit this Wraithling and they can't really threaten a tile. You just take it away with the front knee and then you put something there. So that's something to consider against Radiant Swarm decks. I think we'll just behold this with a First Wish. It's just, he's gonna get infinite mana. That's a bit annoying. But you know, we can't just do nothing. Another First Wish, yeah, that can be good with this. If he doesn't play anything, we need to crush us. Okay, good hand. Like, this is also handy for certain minions. For example, the Shadow Dancer. He can play that right now, Shadow Dancer. Because the only way to deny both tiles is wasting the Russia's Curse. I was thinking about it, to play Portal Guardian Russia's Curse. I can like take the tile, put the Guardian here, Russia's here, take the tile, hit that thing, and then even First Wish that Portal Guardian. Maybe that was correct, but I didn't want to waste our Russias on a 1-1 when we literally lost last game because we couldn't kill a Mana Forger, and Russia's Curse is the counter to that. Is that an infest? Because it's not the scariest infest I've ever seen, especially without the mana thing. Yeah, don't mind too much. We've seen previous game that he can do much scarier stuff with infest than this. Still quite a lot of damage. 2 mana, 5 damage still, and kills Mighty Altus. At least it also kills 2 Wraithlings, and yeah, he's not getting any Death Watch this turn, so that's nice for us. Got a new infest. That's not great. Let's chase that. That's also good against infest if we spread out like that. I should probably draw first before I commit, right? I guess giving this an attack point is correct. Rather than giving this an attack point, because this already can easily get an attack point. I do give him more Death Watch if I put it there. So maybe I put it there. Actually, I already gave him Death Watch here, so it was stupid. A bit scared of like Lure on that and then Spectral Blade on this. Well, that actually doesn't clear it. Oh, we can steal something. I don't think he's playing big boys though. I think he's all in on the combo pieces. But I should have moved this Mystic only 1 forward to not give him Death Watch with that. Not give him some infinite mana turn. Yeah, I was thinking about putting the Portal Guardian a bit further away, so that if he has removal for this, he can't gang up on it on the 0 attack version. But I felt like I have to pressure him. Now, of course, play around, infest, get infested anyway. Could I have played around Lure infest? That's something that I might have to learn. Oh, he can make a full chain now. It's just like Ghost Lightning, I don't really know how to play around that either. Infest is definitely easier, because spreading out helps, but how can I play around what happened here? But yeah, I should have definitely put the Portal Guardian somewhere else in hindsight, right? If I put it out of range of this, it would have not been as good. He said oops, so something happened. I'm basically dead when I didn't get hit by anything. Oh, that's why oops, I guess. No, never mind. He does have that. So that turn was actually not that good. Because he didn't develop. The only problem is that I basically died. That makes it good. Actually, I am going to keep this. There is one thing in this deck that I can steal. So, get rid of Jaxi, I suppose. Well, I don't really need to siphon anything. When I can just or steal or Russia's Curse. Okay, that's nice because I'm low. Let's spread out. Not sure what the oops was. He seemed to have a good turn. but I guess there was some kind of optimization that he missed out on there. Not sure. Okay, he's also playing that card. At least he's skipping his turn. Don't need two of those. Nice. I do want to put this in his face. So maybe I just don't pump the Guardian. Yeah, let's just not pump it. I do want to keep some distance and of course not be next to my minions, so that's why I'm spreading out like this and make a weird Portal Guardian play like this. The thing is though that now that he has no more setup, I think it's actually not that easy for him to do the remaining 11 damage, unless he also plays triple rev in his deck, if he somehow has space for that. Actually, we didn't see many 2-drops, so he might have space for it. Have we even seen any 2-drop besides Mana Forger? No, I don't think so. Yeah, a very creative deck though. Like I said, I'm a bit impressed. There's the next Dark Transform, okay. Kinda sucks because our hand is so reactive. Like, Dark Transform doesn't really matter here. If we have stuff to play. I might just fucking steal that. Because I might have nothing else to do. It's a horrible steal, but yeah, I guess we have to. It also plays into all the infest kind of cards, but here or here where it's harder to block. Oh, this is harder for him to walk into me. Stole your fucking 1-1. Get wrecked. Yeah, a bit unfortunate how passive our hand has become. I mean, it would have been good if he had played something of his own, but he was just reacting, so. Only one more Dark Transform left, so a second Scarab would be nice. Yeah, this board that we have here is not gonna live. I think it's gonna get infested. At least he can't really kill. Oh, Breath. That's also a card. I do actually need this now. But my hand will be so passive if I don't replace. Yeah. I mean, I have a turn this turn, I know, but for the next turn, yes, I might need Siphon, but I'm just gonna risk it because I would have already been in such a better spot if I didn't have to make this garbage play last turn. Like I said, my hand's too passive. Jaxi is harder to clear. Especially because you already played 2 Void Pulses. Now, I have time to heal this turn, like I'm not under pressure, so I should do that when I can, so that I'm no longer low. It's not a great steal again, but not bad. If I go here, I could still get the Infest Chain quite easily. I definitely have to go into the corner. It can still happen because he plays Raiding Swarm. Yeah, well, what am I supposed to do against it, right? Like 1, 2, 3, Raiding Swarm, Infest just wrecks me, and I can't do anything about it. At least I played correctly by going into the corner, because that at least forces him to have that specific card. Other minions don't really work, unless he has 3 very low cost minions, like 3 2-drops, then he can do the same, of course. Shadow Dancer. That's exactly the thing I wanted to steal instead of a fucking 3/6 vanilla, kind of vanilla. we're also getting infested. Yeah, what am I supposed to do? I don't understand why his deck is so much better at taking advantage of infest than, for example, Calvin's Sarlacc deck. I guess because Sarlacc sucks. But I'm pretty sure we just die now, right? Yes, he's like chaining around. Maybe we live? I don't expect to. I didn't count it. Like, you just can't play minions. Just like Ghost Lightning, it's definitely quite similar to Ghost Lightning. I mean, we already knew that, it's not new, but... I guess I should play a deck with no minions. Okay, it's only happening now, so we're not dead, surprisingly. So definitely need Russias here. And then just play all the 3 drops and hope we can kill him with double First Wish next turn, I guess. Obviously we're just gonna die, but... If I put this shit here, it's a bit harder to kill me with Breath of the Unborn. I know I'm that PKP. Okay, we didn't get a second Third Wish anyway. And also, there's no way we don't die, and no way that this lives, even if we don't die. Then... Oops. What is the oops gonna be? Rating Swarm Infest? Or Elkoin Russia still would be a pretty fun lethal. We know he plays it. But yeah, we literally only lost to... Yeah, there we go. We literally only lost to... Took no damage. I think all the damage came from Infest and kind of the Shadow Dancer, and I think I hit a Raidling once or something. So I don't know. Again, maybe didn't play patient enough. Let's keep trying it with a minion based deck. If we just keep losing, then I'm pretty sure I did beat it in the mini tournament. I think he played the same deck and I had no issues. So I don't know, maybe these were both high rolls or he had a low roll in the mini tournament. I don't know. I don't really know how to play against this deck yet, as you can see. Hello Calvin, nice to see you. I'm getting wrecked by this very interesting, well-built, at least it looks very well-built deck. Because people have played Infest against me before and I played Infest myself and it was already very strong. But this deck just kills you with that card alone. It doesn't do anything else. it just infests you, the end. I really want to keep that because, again, we lose to Mana Forger. Yeah, again, I have 11 2 drops. We can risk it. Did not get punished, nice. Now we also don't need Siphon because we have this. We have the Altars in the deck, but yeah, last turn, last game we kind of got wrecked by that Raidler like this, which doesn't do anything if you open mid-tile, so let's do mid-tile. Because again, it makes Raiding Swarm a lot worse. Okay, our hand is complete ass. I didn't play it only in the last game versus Trolls, good luck. Okay, I didn't know it was a different deck. Because I did see you play Mana Forger right Infest deck in the mini tournament. Yeah, you see, now he can't do the better opener, where you do it like this. For fuck's sake. For fuck's sake. I actually got replaced bugged. Like, I replaced Blind Scorch and then replaced back into it. Normally I First Wish first and then replace for this exact reason, but we have the Altars in the deck, so in case I got the Altars, I didn't want to do that. So I guess we're gonna have to fucking Russia's Curse a Doom Chaser against a deck with Mana Forgers that completely screw us if we don't have it, but what else can we do? In that case, I don't think there's a reason to move forward with it. Well, there's also a reason not to, I guess, because it's not dead on board. Now let's protect it from Void Ball's hit. So yeah, that's horrible. Maybe I should just not have kept the Russian Scourge in my opening hand. Maybe that's a lesson to take here. On the other hand, I have replaced Siphon a million times, and well, a million times is exaggerated, but I replaced it 2 times already, and I have 2 in my hand anyway, so it's also just a bit unlucky draws. Okay, I don't mind. Pull the lure out of him just by backlining this. Doesn't mean he clears board, but I think his deck can't develop all that much, right? Because it's mostly combo pieces. Yeah, this hand is really unfortunate. Like, we don't play that many spells. Okay, he didn't need that Void Pulse. Are we really going to play a 5 mana because we kind of have 5 mana Primus Fist on 5 cards? Okay, thank fuck. We can't pump the Jaxi because we're playing against Abyss. Like, how do I play around me and Infest? I would have to like move 2 up, I guess. Yeah, in that case I can pump the Jaxi, then I can also protect the Mana Tile here. I could also just take the Mana Tile away from him, but I think this is fine. Taking the Mana Tile is better against Raping Storm, but... And I just keep bricking. Well, in the end, I did have a turn last turn, so shouldn't really complain that much, but... Definitely very awkward draws. I just keep drawing the only spells in the deck. Okay, we got Siphon for that, but better than Siphon. Blind Scorch is cool with Zenrui. I think I'll keep that. I don't really need Siphon if I keep another Russias, because this is much better against Mana Forger than Siphon. Normally I would need it, but this turn we just play this, right? That's pretty strong. Maybe we're not gonna lose this time. Would be nice. I'll definitely cash in the damage now that I can. Even though that gives him the, yeah, 6 damage is a bit too much to pass up, right? Me and Infest here, it fucks me. So, do I really have to just walk 2 forward instead of threatening the tile? I mean, if he plays me and Infest there, then at least he's not playing a new Shadow Dancer or something, right? It's not too bad. No, let's keep spreading out, because the first 2 games we lost both of them literally just to Infest, so I think it's good to just keep spreading out every turn. He can clear board very easily, just 2 pings. One of them he can just hit with his face. There's the Mana Forger. I get infested anyway. At least it's cool that Raining Storm is playable now. But in these 3 games, I do feel like I can't really play around it. There were turns where I just didn't play around it properly, but this turn, what else could I have done? Should I really just have walked backwards? Give 0 pressure? Is that really the play? Because again, I took no damage this game, but I'm basically dead anyway. Because of a single Infest. I think it's a bit bricky to keep this now. And then of course I get that. Classic. Do we just steal it? I mean, we still have 2 other Zenruis in the deck, and we just replaced Blind Scorch, so it's probably the best we're gonna get. Russias with 2 minions is also not bad. Because if I steal this, I have to play into the next Infest. It's just I like to keep Russias for Third Wish. He's kind of low, you know? Yeah, so let's just risk it. I want to keep the burst. Can I even hit him? I kind of want to because I want to kill him, but you know, minions with Third Wish does 15 anyway, so might as well preserve my health. Ah, and then I get this back. Of course. I mean, because there is one very good steel target in his deck, and that's Shadow Dancer. And he's probably gonna play it now. There's another Raging Storm Infest. This time I did choose to play into it. I do feel it's quite unfortunate though that on 4 cards he had the combo twice. But if he has nothing else this turn, then it's okay, I guess. I mean, yes, we are basically dead. You just can't play minions. There are definitely decks that can shit on this, like Fatigue Linar, because you play no minions, you have AoE, you don't care about all the burn damage that Infest does. But this deck, I'm not sure how to play it, this matchup. Okay, that's nice. I definitely have to run away, I think. He has only one Raging Storm left, so I should be safe like this. Because he also has only one Infest left. He does play Alcuin, but he doesn't even... No, he does have mana for Alcuin, Raging Storm, Infest. Well, that will be very unlucky when he's on 4 cards again. But yeah, I actually have to run away, otherwise there is a realistic chance that I die. Hey, and I got Zemrui again after replacing Blind Scorch. What a game. I really need to learn how to play against this. There must be a way, right? It's not Ghost Lightning. Well, maybe it is. In his deck, maybe it's just as good as Ghost Lightning. Because he's playing synergy cards with it, and yeah, it's really working out. Is that going to be the last Infest? I'm pretty sure he didn't copy any of the Infests. Avoid Pulse? Okay, don't care too much. Calvin, do you have any tips how to play against this? Because I don't really see what else I can do besides this, but I'm getting fucked anyway. And with this I mean move away from my minions, even not with just 1 space, but 2 spaces. Okay, this can be strong now. I'm gonna replace this and get Blind Scorch again. So the Primus on this is not actually, no, this, I don't need the Primus at all. What the fuck am I talking about? It doesn't even kill that thing. So in that case, let's just spread out. Well, it's still worth putting the Scarab next to it, I guess. Because if he infests, I'm pretty sure I get the health first. He also doesn't have many infests left. Yeah, another Raging Storm Infest would really fuck me if I put it here. But actually, Raging Storm will just fuck me again no matter what anyway, unless I put me in here and here. That's an option. Then this is not in the mid. Now he can't Raging Storm chain here and infest unless he also has a minion with that. Maybe, oh fuck, I was supposed to walk into the corner. No, that doesn't actually change anything being in the corner. Hey, like I said, I'll get Blind Scorch again after replacing Zemrui. It happened again. But yeah, if he has me and Raging Storm Infest, I just die, and I don't think there was anything I could do about it. I guess not playing minions. Dark Transform was to be expected. At least it means no threat is played this turn, that's nice. Another Night Sorrow will be really nice for him. So lucky that he doesn't have it. He got another Dark Transform, that sucks. Because that means this won't do anything. He's almost dead. No wait, he is dead. Well no, because I don't have enough minions. I need to replace into a 2-drop. I didn't play any siphons, so I can't replace into 2 siphons if I replace that. Unlike with Blind Scourge, where I cannot replace into 1 Blind Scourge. Okay, we're not there yet. 2-drop plus. Actually, Portal Guardian is also cheap enough. That doesn't work. Yeah, very close. Unfortunate. It still dies to Night Sorrow. I think I'm not gonna waste this to heal this for 3. I could clear board as well, but then I feel like I'll just die to Infest if I go hit this. I guess I could waste the Blind Scorch on that, and then maybe I don't die to Gloom Chaser Infest. No, I want to keep a lot of distance and keep all my health and keep that card. We're gonna get Dark Transforms on this, very unfortunate. I'll just not be next to it. Ah, of course, 1 turn too late, classic. I'm actually getting salty in game 3. Because just every fucking turn the draws are funny 1 turn later or on the replays, and yeah, it's a bit unfortunate. But at least I'm not dead on 6 mana this game, so spreading out as crazily as I'm doing now is doing something, I suppose. There's the Dark Transform that he just copied. Void Pulse on me. That's surprising. Ah, the lure, okay. Oops. Why oops? Did he play into Fury? No, he did not. So am I missing something? We have 7 damage at the moment. 6, 7, 8. We have 1 mana short, otherwise we could... No, that would still be only 10 damage anyway. Am I missing some lethal here? I feel like I am. Wait, we have mana for that, right? So yes, I do have lethal. Now I understand the oops. Thank fuck I saw that. Maybe the oops was more about him moving into my general hit. So that Star Fury was a very expensive Russia's Curse, but because we had 9 mana, that was fine. So we didn't go 0-3, that's nice. So spreading out as much as I did help, I guess. So maybe the first 2 games really were just skill issues. And I really need to just be patient and spread out this much. Let's see what Calvin had to say. Rognan might help you get distance. You can try positioning in a way where they have to do less damage to a general in order to clear your minions. I feel like Infest is undercosted. Yeah, it is definitely very cheap. Same with Ghost Lightning. Are there plans to do the same change to Infest to Ghost Lightning, Calvin? Where you can't hit generals with it? Because then decoy decks really don't exist for Abyss anymore. Because I feel like decoy deck is probably gonna be better than before Darkseid got removed. I was actually going to try to build a decoy deck, you know, the Mario Party thing, and then forgot about it. Maybe I do that after this game and see how it fares. Okay, nice curve. I think I should even keep this because of Raidling Swarm. Yeah, let's do that. We already have a good curve in hand, so. Now I also don't. I'm not gonna open mid tile with this because I got the ultis, and because if he has an annoying Raidling Swarm opener, we have this. So. What the fuck, man? These trolls are cursed. I mean, it's not necessarily bad, depends on what he does. Okay, yeah, now it's not bad. I will still replace one, but we are no longer cursed. He's cursed because he skipped his turn there for some reason, somehow. 2-drop infest, foxes, no matter where we play it. That's something I've mentioned many times, right? That in the opening turns, you can't really play around it. Yeah, Infest is just very fucking strong. I underrated that so much when I saw it because I was like, oh, that's a bad Ghost Lightning. But I'm not sure if it's worse than Ghost Lightning. At least not in his deck. Like in the Abyss decks I was playing, I felt like Infest was definitely worse than Ghost Lightning, but in his deck that is built around it, it's a different story. Knew it was coming. Feels good. Feels vet man, but that without the sad face. Looks like Infest, but where's the 2-drop? Oh, he's just hitting himself, okay. If I get a good spawn, he can't hit the mini jack, so a bit of an RNG turn. Not many spawns fuck him, just 2 out of how many? 3, 5, 6, 7. Not sure if it can even spawn on the same space where it dies. So here I could have played around Infest without the minion by putting the Dioltas here. And giving him that mana tile doesn't do that much. So maybe I should have put the Dioltas there. On the other hand, this was a pretty weak Infest compared to the usual Infest. So it's good for thingy, Shadow Dancer, but just naked Shadow Dancer, I don't care about it. Especially because I'll be provoking him. Now I care even less about it because I can pump this to 4 attack quite easily. So let's play around Infest a little bit, I suppose. Am I really going to walk 2 spaces backwards? Then I can still get Gloom Chaser infested or Raidling Sword infested, so maybe not worth. But yeah, forcing him to have a minion with the second infest is something, I suppose. But if I move 2 spaces backwards, I can even force him to have Gloom Chaser or Raidling Swarm. So I guess I just have to do it again. I just have to do that. It feels very bad. You know, if he could put Novas and Refs into that deck somehow, that would be so good, because to play around his Infest core, you have to give him space and time. You have to be patient. And you can't do that against that kind of deck. I put this here so that he can't hide the Shadow Dancer. I was thinking about putting the Ultis here so that he can't Night Sorrow and steal my tile, but I don't really care about that. Okay, awkward hand, even though I replaced Siphon. Because yeah, now he can't hide the Shadow Dancer. That's nice, because the Ultis can hit it anywhere. Yeah, there's no space where he can put it. Because your deck should be a bit bricky at least. It's quite combo oriented, so sometimes that's all he can do, right? It's just tempo Shadow Dancer. Or it also means he can't hide Mana Forgers, for example. That's also pretty relevant. Yeah, he did already play 1 Infest, so not a super high chance he has Doom Chaser, Raiding Swarm with Infest. One of those minions with Infest. And he doesn't have mana for 2 2-drops with Infest, and I also don't think he's really playing 2-drops besides Doom Chaser. I haven't seen it at least. There's the Night Sorrow, to be expected. Okay, that's why we kept Star's Fury. We could also just steal that though. But Star's Fury is a lot stronger. because then we can also play the 2-drop. Let's replace one of the Zeruis. Double Third Wish is a bit much as well, but you know, at least we can kill him from full health if we keep that. Do we play that Fury or do we just steal? Nah, I definitely think Fury is better than, because we can't really play around Infest. It also means the Ultis can go face. That's also pretty great. We could Primus Fist the Tombstone, but right now we can guarantee 2 extra damage. I think that's better to just guarantee it. We'll play into Infest, but it will have 10 health, so I don't really care. Do we get a good... Oh, holy shit, we got a great spawn. Now I'll just hit face. That's literally the best spawn. And now I also know, yes, the Tombstone can spawn on the space where the Ultis dies. Again, it's a good Infest, of course, but it's 10 health, so even with a Raidling Swarm, I don't think he can kill it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 with a general hit, yeah. So even Raidling Swarm Infest doesn't kill it. It would still be pretty strong because it does so much damage to me. But I'm definitely scaring him a bit here, right? He said oops, but honestly, if that were the only 2 cards he could play, I don't think he could have played around it, right? Because you don't want the Mana Fortune to be in range of the Violtas. It's a good trade, obviously. The Violtas doesn't even die. I don't think he could have really played around it, but yeah, I'm happy that I kept this in my opening hand pretty much. Ode of his Senses. That shouldn't be very scary in this situation. At the moment, he just paid 1 mana to get 1 mana, so it's garbage. Does he have another Night's Aura for this or something? No, okay. So I don't really care about that. Triple 2-drop is nice into Third Wish. We don't need 2 Third Wishes anymore. He's too low. We need only 1. 1 mana off. Fuck. Actually, it would not be lethal anyway. Never mind. How the fuck can we put things in relevant positions without playing into a huge Infest? I mean, we can at least play around Infest without minions, but yeah, you just can't play fucking minions, man. Do we just play only 1 Primus Fist, maybe? Yeah, I think that makes sense. Only 1 Primus. Then we take a bit less damage on our face, and it's good to have a 2-drop with this and this on 7 mana. Because then only one of the 2 minions needs to live for the combo. I don't really like floating that, but yeah, I feel like it's correct. Because he has at least 2 more Infests. And then we also know he has this, so then if we play another 2-drop, we could get really fucked by minion Infest with the Ode of Essences. Yeah, Essences. You see here Infest with Ode of the Essences is kind of scary if I played another Primus Fist here. You would get 1 more extra mana and a bit of extra damage. So yeah, you really just can't play minions. That's a bit sad. I do think Infest and Ghost Lightning are really cool designs, but I do think it's problematic that not playing minions is good against that. Like, I don't think there should be cards that, or well, maybe there should be cards that punish you for playing minions, right? AoE. But I mean, not decks that punish you for playing minions. could have put the Primus Fist all the way in the back line here, I suppose. The other one, maybe that was the play. Oh, that's awkward. Is he dead? 4, 5, 1 off lethal. For fuck's sake. I mean, we could get the last first wish. I don't know. That doesn't work. Do I just go face? Ignore this? I guess so. Jaxi is less damage, but it might be nice to keep this for this. Could do more damage. Yeah, let's keep that. We don't need to do the extra 1 damage to make him die to our general hit anyway. Maybe playing this means I die to infest now actually. But he does have only 1 infest left. It will be pretty unlucky if he has his last one. Unless he got that from Twilight Zork, actually, that's possible. Out of his sense. Yeah, maybe I died because I played my Jaxi. I just wanted to make it hard for him to dodge lethal, right? On the next turn. But looks like we die. Yep. Looks like we might die even without the Jaxi. Oh, I'm not next to Breath, so that helps. 8. We have a Void Pulse. Oh, so he's taking a tie, I guess. Unless he does have the Void Pulse. He's not taking the tie? Surely you will go for the tie, right? Otherwise he's just trolling if he doesn't. I mean, it's a friendly, so it makes sense to troll. Doesn't matter too much. I think he will just play Void Pulse in the last second for a nice BM. That's my my guess here. Lure. And he's gonna take the tie, right? Yeah. Still, it was probably not correct to play that Jaxi. And maybe it was also not correct to hit, right? Because that gave him a draw. But hey, we didn't lose. So spreading out super hard definitely improved our win rate in the first 4 matches. Didn't spread out much, didn't play patiently, lost. And now 1.5 out of 2. Against his deck, I guess you can really do that, because he doesn't play Nova and Rev, like I said. So then you actually can play patiently to not get fucked by his combos too much. Don't know why for the Altus had 3 HP yesterday. Oh, that's very normal to think, because that happened. I know you're a bit of a troll code, so you're probably saying that as a meme. But yeah, the Altus did have 3 health in 1 draw. And it was extremely fucking overpowered in that version. Not just because of the 3 health, but just that kind of card I feel like is a lot better in 1 draw. Why? Because you need removal twice kind of, and that's card advantage. And that was more relevant in that version of the game. Oh, sorry, I was distracted by a message from a girl. XD. Weird flex.
Vitruvian versus Abyssian.
Okay, it definitely worked out to keep this previously. It also means we don't need to open mid-tile, which is very relevant when we have this card, right? So let's just keep this hand, seems good. This also has an annoying stat line for him if he plays Raidlings, because it cleans them up quite nicely. If he somehow removes this, then we also have this now, that's great. There is the Raiding Swarm. So are we going to play patiently? The thing is, he has so much mana if we play patiently. That's the problem. Yeah, we could almost play this with a 2-drop if we replace into that. We still can, but then we need to put one of the dervishes away into the tile instead of clearing. That's a bit sad. Let's replace one of the Loltas. Just, if I put anything in the tiles, he will get infinite mana. So, what am I supposed to do? The Altus is a bit better than Portal Guardian, I think, because Portal Guardian Night Sorrow is death, and this means if I play this, he needs to put in one Wraithling and then Night Sorrow, so then at least one more thing dies. I do feel like I have to deny one tile at least. But I can't deny this one, because then I get fucked by Infest. Which means that the Altus is in a relevant space, which is very sad, but it's necessary. Because again, Infest, okay, that's nice for if he plays the 5-drop. And he can, because I couldn't deny all the means. Yeah, Wraithling Swarm is very annoying for player 2. It's kind of like Loon Chaser turn 1 for player 1. So yeah, I played this with First Wish instead of this, because of the reason I just said, that if he wants to clear this now, he at least needs to Suicide Run Wraithling in. Which is not necessarily bad for him if he plays Deathwatch this turn. But I don't know, if I don't know what you're supposed to do here. If you put things close to him to deny the mana, then you give him mana with the 1 mana spell, the Essence thing. If I just back off and don't take any mana tile, I also give him mana. But then it's guaranteed. Now at least he has to have the card, and he needs to kill his own board to do that. So I feel like it's correct to actually put it in the tiles. Because again, otherwise it's guaranteed that he ramps. Now at least he has to have the card and kill his own board. There is the 5-drop. So fortunate that we got this. We take 4 damage from the Shadow Dancer, that's not too bad, especially because we also get a Tombstone. And we have the Cypher for that, so it will be irrelevant for a few turns. Maybe I misplayed replacing the Deoltus on my turn 2, right? I had 2 Deoltus in my hand. It will be more mana efficient than playing this. On the other hand, this is actually more annoying for him if he doesn't answer that. Because then he can't put any Wraithlings next to me. Shaman kind of protects against Infest. Do I just keep this hand? I guess so. This can be very strong on 6. And this can be good next turn. And I need these 2 cards this turn, so... Maybe we protect the Portal Guardian against Night Sorrow. Because that's definitely possible. Then we do have to play into a big Infest. So I guess we can't. Man, what are we supposed to do against Infest? Because I can put the Portal Guardian here and myself here and this thing there. Let's just do it. Everything has too much health, and the Shaman protects against that, right? Let's actually hit, because then it's more awkward to do a good Infest. Because if he needs to chain on this for 2 damage, then you know, it gets the Dying Wish, and then this gets healed for 4. Was there a way to put a Tombstone next to this? Because if so, I misplayed. But yeah, this means he can't Night Sorrow this easily. He needs 2-drop Night Sorrow. Maybe I should have replaced for Third Wish last turn, just in case this sticks. But I expect you just get wrecked by Infest. It also means my Portal Guardian positioning also means he can indeed move this in. So yeah, not the best positioning for sure. Play into Infest, allow him to move this in without getting frenzied. This could probably be next to the Shaman. I don't remember if that was possible, but it probably was. So that was an impatient and bad play. Infest kind of fucks my brain. Gloom Chaser with a big infest. Yep, there we go. But indeed, this will get health back. That's nice. I will take 1,000,000 damage myself. And this thing will have 3 health. That's very awkward. Because that means it still has a good stat line. Yeah, this doesn't take that much damage thanks to Shaman. It only takes 1 damage effectively. But I'm dead. Feels bad, man. You could be nice if I get Blind Scourge. Maybe I just keep this hand then. I'll get infested again. If I put a Tombstone in a Provoke where this can't hit it anyway. You know, another Portal Guardian with Primus Fist would be nice, then I could clear boards. Maybe I should replace for Portal Guardian. A 2-drop also kind of works. This is definitely the brickiest card. Ah, it happened fucking again. Fuck that combo, man. Let's just risk it. It's actually not that easy to put a minion with Infest there, because he needs Gloom Chaser or Raiding Swarm. Oh, I got it back. Replace bug is very welcome here. Yeah, even though I'm quite spread out, I still get fucked by Infest. That's also why when I read Infest for the first time, I was like, oh, that's not that good. Because I didn't understand that your own minions and your own general can help chain. That is what makes it very strong. So this plus this is not bad here. It clears board. And we can do a decent amount of damage to him. Then we keep this because he probably doesn't have another one. Oh, we could also ignore this for one more turn and just play a new Scarab actually, because we can put the Portal Guardian here. And then he has to play into a bigger Fury next turn, because he has to play around Frenzy and Blast. It's not a bad one here for sure. If I play this plus this, then this dodges Night Sorrow though. That's pretty nice. And we draw 2 cards, so yeah, let's do it like this actually. I mean, you couldn't play around it that much. The Raidling could never play around it, for example. I guess I stay here because of Infest. No, let's actually move on back, so that it's a bit harder to infest us. Well, maybe I should have even moved 2 back, because then only Raidling Swarm Infest fucks us. Now also Gloom Chaser Infest works. So I should have probably moved 2 back even. I just don't want to give him too much distance, because then I can't steal. And again, the Shadow Dancer would be very nice to steal. Bugged? What is? Is he bugged? That would be sad. This is actually an interesting game. Status Frogger versus the World. Nice one, PKP. I think you're listening, right? So, oh, nice. So, we made sure that this actually sticks by playing Fury Primus instead. Void Pulse, I suppose, yep. Don't really need Siphon when we can just steal things. Don't really feel comfortable hitting because yeah, he has pretty bursty combos with Infest and Breath, especially when I play an extra minion here, which I will do, I guess. No, it dies on board, so that's just dumb. Put it. Yes, it's out of position here, but having it die on board gives him the mana Death Watch thing and better Infests and shit potentially. Well, you know, backline 2-drops are actually a little bit scary if you play against that because of Third Wish. So, because even putting Third Wish on only 2 minions that can attack your face, it's still 10 damage at least. So, even when this can't hit you for the final 15, it's still scary. Besides, this can hit him, so if we can get 2 Rush minions plus Third Wish, we do indeed kill him with the Scarab. And I expect it sticks because he played 2 Dark Transforms and he can't Alco in it because he just played Void Pulse last. Maybe he should have played Void Pulse first and then Dark Transform. That's definitely the kind of thing you have to think about when you play Alcoins in your deck. Forger, always scary in his deck. Maybe I should have kept Siphon for that. I know we can steal it, but it's not a very good steal target, so... Seriously, you have the last Dark Transform? Resident Sleeper? Oh no, okay. He has some kind of Infest combo. That's also not great for us, but better than Dark Transform maybe? Depends. Depends on how big it is. There's the Infest. That doesn't look like a very strong one. Oh, and then finish it off with Void Pulse, I suppose. He says, oops, so I think he got animation roped too hard. I think the idea was to play that first so that he can copy the Void Pulse to finish it off. He had 1 mana left, he could have done that, yeah. Surprisingly, we cannot kill him, and I'm not sure if we can even replace into a kill. Let's make this dodge Void Pulse. 2-drop, steal that, then I can even Blind Scorch that, yeah. I would say I have to play Mystic, so let's replace this. Yeah, we indeed don't have lethal. Like, stealing this is not good, I know, but otherwise we just lose if we don't deal with that. Yeah, this is cool that I can Blind Scorch this now. Because that's a heal. Could also hit face, but I would rather get rid. Hello? It was kind of stopping there. And now he could make a very huge Infest if he has 2 minions with it. Yeah, I don't know how to play around that shit, man. I think you just can't if you play minions. You can play around Infest if you play minions, but not play around Infest and play around them putting minions in between. I don't think that's really possible unless you can spread out really a lot. Like I am all the way here and he's all the way there, or my older minions are all the way there. But then Wailing Swarm still fucks you, so. Where are my burst cards? There's the Infest. We're basically dead. Or maybe we are dead. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're not dead. Looks like we are anyway, because it's lighting up as if the game is over. So he has something else with that, I suppose. Oh, he's killing himself. That's why. Why? Like, he didn't need to hit himself. He can just chain here, here, here. That kills the Scarab and almost kills me. And he can dodge these two minions. He didn't need to kill himself here. Or did he kill me indeed? No, he did kill himself. That was not necessary. I had no good burst in my hand. I had no rushes and shit. He could have just moved 2 forward and he would be alive. You know, if he didn't hit himself. And again, he didn't need to hit himself. The previous executed plan was good. Yeah, complicated turns with Ghost Lightning Infest. I know from experience as well. Hey, Denimal. I mean, Abakadani. I haven't played Origin in a while, but every day it's out the low mana AoE spells that wipe your board and kill it at the same time. Yeah, I agree they're a bit too strong. Kelvin did say, Abakadani, that they're thinking about changing Ghost Lightning to it can't hit generals, including your own. So you can't use it to target yourself to make a bigger chain, nor can you hit the enemy general with it. I think that would be a very good change. Then I'm curious if they're gonna do anything about Infest as well. I don't know. You can ask Kelvin, I suppose. I was about to say, how can I not get a card there? I have a lot of 2-drops. Mid-tile... Yeah, let's give him a kiss back. Mid-tile or... Yeah, it does make Gloom Chase and shit more annoying, but we might get the Altus as our only play, so let's put it here. Okay, Portal Guardians are nice. Oh no, we don't have Rush's Curse. Replacing this gives us the highest chance of Rush's Curse. Same with this actually. They both give us the highest chance. We do kind of win the game if we get it, I feel like. Unfortunate. Again, I prefer the Altus here because it's a bit better against Knight Sorrow Assassin. We're gonna get fucked by me and... Oh, 1 turn too late, classic. And we can't even play it next turn because we don't have 2-drop. Unless he just doesn't take the tile, I guess, but I think he will. Yeah, if he doesn't take the tile, then of course this can be good. But yeah, classic duelist rolls. Get everything you need 1 turn too late. He shouldn't be able to high roll now already. I don't think he can fuck us with Mana Forger on turn 2. But we have seen that he can fuck us with it on turn 3. Then he did have board with that, so he did have Raidlings on the board when he had a Mana Forger, so you know, he had a lot more setup. I should probably not be too scared right now of that Mana Forger. It looks like he's even killing it off. If that's the case, what the fuck is he gonna do then? Some kind of infest, I guess. I mean, he only needs a minion to infest here. That would definitely be better than killing off his Mana Forger, but yeah, he might just not have it. To be fair, he doesn't play that many minions. I feel like his only early game minions are Gloom Chaser, Raiding Storm, and Mana Forger. Those are the only ones I've seen, right? Oh, Keeper. Isn't that new? I'm pretty sure that's new. Yeah, I don't really want you, to be honest. Okay, nice. Now we can actually kill that and develop at the same time. I think we do have to do that. Let's try to spread out a bit, I suppose. I do want to be near him so that I can kill the 1/1 Mana Forger easily. But yeah, I do have to spread out. If I go here though, he can hide that over there. Maybe I just don't provoke the keeper and I go there. I know I want to spread out as much as possible, so I just put this here, then I really cover a bit of everything. You can definitely fuck us with infest with a rating swarm, no matter where I put this. Like here, you can still do it here. Same with Doom Chaser. So, but still, this is a bit safer. I feel like. Then at least after the infest, I got the tokens. Oh, a new one. That's nice. Then at least he can't kill the 1/1s if he does some big infest here, and it will take his whole turn. And the 1/1s are nice. But yeah, my positioning really sucks because I can't even hit this now with my general. Like if a token lives, I can ping it and finish it off with my general, but now I can't. Which is my own fault, but I felt like I had to spread out because again, infest. Our hand is pretty good proactively at the moment. Oh, I'm surprised he allows me to kill that. Ah, I guess he couldn't prevent that. The Jaxi is blocking him there, so makes sense. So yeah, that's nice. That means we can clear board, probably. Maybe as Doom Chaser. Okay, nice. In that case, we'll just plump this thing down. Make sure we can put it back a bit. No, we can't, but whatever. This is a good turn. Because he does, no, he does have mana for Dark Transform, Void Pulse. At least that would take his whole turn, so I'm not scared about Dark Transform, Void Pulse. Especially because we have a bunch of threats after that in hand already. Keeping this for the 1/1 Mana Forger. Also, good burst with Third Wish, of course. It's just a very good card. So let's see how he responds to this. And now we might be able to spread out so much that he can't deal with this shit with infest anymore, right? If we walk 2 spaces this way and we go back to the wall, then we can actually play around infest even with Rating Swarm. Looks like he has Dark Transform. If it's without Void Pulse, then I think that's a good turn for us. Even with Void Pulse, he skips his turn, it's not bad. He did have the perfect hand, it looks like. A bit sad. Yep, he had the perfect hand. But yeah, we have 2 big threats to play now, so that's nice. I'll keep you, I guess. Siphon is nice for Shadow Dancer, but I don't care about her. Because he will have no board. I'm gonna replace this. Yeah, that can be nice to play with Scarab next turn. Yeah, I just can't play around Rating Swarm and Fast. It's just not possible. The more I play against this deck, the more I feel like Infest has a bit of a Ghost Lightning problem. Even though I'm gonna spread out as much as I can, like me and move tiles away, I still can't play around Rating Swarm Infest. So yeah, no reason to think about the turn in that case, right? Because we can't do anything. But yeah, at least we make Infest more difficult for him now. And we clear board. He doesn't even have mana for Alcuin Dark Transform, and even if he did, it would be too slow because we have 2 Portal Guardians. I think he still has 2 Night Sorrows. I think this was his first one. Not sure. Might have been his second. He definitely killed a Tombstone with 1. Gloom Chaser Infest also works. Like Calvin said, something that's good about, he gave a tip like, you know, at least make him not do damage to you. Not much damage to you if he wants to clear your board with Infest. I did do that here, right? Because if he had Gloom Chaser Infest here, he would have to hit me first, and then I take only one. Playing around Frenzy. There's a Gloom Chaser. If I replace this, I replace it to Blind Scorch, right? That has happened 5 million times in a row. So I'll replace the Siphon so that I just steal the Shadow Dancer. That seems like the correct play. Nope. Not this time. I could take a shit ton of damage if I don't clear this with the Portal Guardian. Maybe I should. Yeah, I think so. Do we have to? I mean, we're not gonna do much damage to him this turn with this Portal Guardian anyway, so yeah, might as well. I play Jax instead of Shaman because it's awkward against that stat line. And make sure that it doesn't die on board. This is again relatively good against Infest. We got Siphon back, might not mind that. Let's read chat. Actually, I forgot about that. Yeah, I just find it weird that 4-mana Plasma gets power creep by all the new stuff. I mean, the new stuff is really cool though. Like, the thing about Infest and Ghost Lighting is that they are very skillful and very unique, interesting effects. They're just a bit too impossible to play around, I think, and if you don't, you know, it's very punishing, it's very powerful. Oh yeah, this is also a reason to kill the Night Sorrow last turn. He can make some very big combos if I allow him to get too much Death Watch. Unfortunate that he has the second Dark Transform already, because this one was not copied. With an Infest, holy shit man, like what am I supposed to do against this? I just can't do anything against that, right? I spread out as much as I could. Oh wait, there's no Infest, maybe? That would be great, because otherwise I take a million fucking damage. Oh, thank fuck. That was lucky that we dodged that at least. I'm still behind on chat, but we could play 8 mana worth of shit, but I really need to rush us that, so this is more annoying than Mystic, right? So I replace that. It is nice to heal, but like I said, this is more annoying than Mystic. Yeah, that's not good. We could also steal that, I suppose. Preserve the burst card. It is good to preserve the burst, because we have this. We only have 2 rushes left in the deck, and we need them for third wish stuff. And 2 Zenruis in my hand is very bricky. Unlike a Rush's Curse is almost never bricky, so let's just steal it, even though it's kind of weak. I feel like it gives me a better hand if I do it this way. Now we can also attack this. We could still get fucked by Infest, but he has only 3 cards, so maybe we're fine. He does play right off the Undervolt, but and to get a really big Infest, he needs to put him in here and here. That's super unlikely on so few cards. Well, actually, he just needs Radiant Swarm, that's it. He did just play Raiding Swarm, but yeah, Raiding Swarm infest with 3 cards when I don't think he had it infest last turn. I feel like he would have played it if he had it, because he could have done like 10 damage and preserved the lure to clear the Portal Guardian. Maybe he just has Gloom Chaser, that also works actually, because he did this positioning. That's so we're gonna get fucked. Okay, that's a lot better for us, because then he needs to kill 2 minions, 2 cards, to do the infest. Still, we're basically dying. So it's not great. Yep. But again, how could I play around that? I spread out as much as possible, and he had almost no cards. I wonder if he preserved the infest last turn or not. If he just didn't play it. Or if he got it at the end of his turn. I wonder what the oops was about. Maybe there was a way to preserve his minions or something. Maybe that's why. No, I think he did 1 extra damage to himself. I think that was the oops, right? Casual 10 damage. He has no cards now. Let's replace this, I suppose. I don't know, the chance to see the first Blind Scourge is getting kind of high now. So I'm actually going to replace the Siphon. We have this to kill the Keeper at Mana Forger. I could airdrop it with Russian Curse. That plays around the AoEs really nicely, but I feel like I can't win if I do that. I need this to kill him. Okay, Blaze Bug. So the next infest would suck again, of course, but like I said, I have to take a risk. He can't Elkorin it at least. And he has only 1 infest left, so it would be quite unfortunate. Well, less unfortunate now that he's gonna right. Oh, it's not right. Well, he's gonna right after that. Is that really his last 4 cards? That would be a perfect hand. Okay, perfect hand. Seriously, how can those be the last 3 cards? That's really unfortunate. Maybe we just die now, probably. He does have only 1 infest, so actually probably don't die. He copied right. That's not that scary. Okay. He's in Scary Town now. If we get one of these 2 spawns. Yeah, nice. Now we're threatening Third Wish. Okay, less so now. 2 Mana Forgers when he has another right is pretty scary though. We can deal with both. There? Why? What the fuck? Surely you have something else. This must have been a misclick, because now he just dies to Third Wish. He probably has an infest or something, I don't know. There's the 1 mana right. Pretty sure he's gonna lose his 2nd game in a row due to the turns being too complicated, rather than that I actually outplay him. Yeah, he's dead. The previous game he also lost because he couldn't do his turn properly, and it's very understandable. That deck has, it's kind of like triple Maelstrom turns, right? This is kind of like playing triple Maelstrom, except you have only 1 rope. You have only 1 rope of time instead of 3 ropes. So yeah, I feel like if you are like a StarCraft pro and you have a Magnus Carlsen brain, then that deck is probably broken, maybe? Choked and was missing infest. Had it in the end, but misclicked and clicked the browser. Feels bad, man. Very complicated turns, to be fair. Now we can actually re-chat, now that he's taking a 5-minute break. Let's do that. Like I thought 4-mana Plasma is like super strong. It is. But indeed, compared to Ghost Lighting and Infest, it's not. Because Plasma Storm doesn't kill you, that's a big deal. Ghost Lighting and Infest are both too strong in the current state. Yeah, I agree. I guess I'm happy you do too. Because that probably means it's gonna get changed a bit. I do hope they, you know, the cool effects of the chaining I really hope that stays, just less powerful, you know? Would the limit to both be weird, like 5 or 8, but not with how much text is already there? Yeah, I think a limit to it also makes sense. But what Calvin said is the plan for Ghost Lightning, I think, is a good first step, and then just see if that fixes it, if that makes it okay. Because that idea was that you can't hit generals with it at all, so then at least you can't die to it, and they can't use their own general to change it. If that happens to both Ghost Lightning and Infest, then maybe they're okay already. If not, you can also just raise them to 3 mana, right? That also helps. There are many things you can do. Oh, it's Calvin. I thought PKP came back after like 2 seconds when he said 5 minutes, but it's Calvin with Schmagmar. This kills Rush Boy. It's very passive to keep that though. Yeah, let's remove that. We can also steal Rush Boy in his deck, so nice. This card is kind of better against Magmar than this. The reason I say kind of because mana burn fucking sucks for the Altus. Mana burn on Portal Guardian is definitely better for us than on the Altus, because this can still be rebuffed with Primus Fist, First Wish, Third Wish. So maybe we should just play this. Even though it's less mana efficient? Yeah, I think so. We're gonna get Plasma Storm now though, I forgot about that. Yeah, it's fucking Magmar. Like, you can't really play around things. Because, yes, now I play into Plasma Storm, but if I played this to play around Plasma Storm, he could mana burn it. That's also horrible. And besides, Plasma Storm still kind of works against the Altus. Yes, he would have to take 6 damage, but it would work. Flash Mercantor, don't really care, right? No, I can just frenzy him after that. So let's just keep the Mystic there and we'll play around Flash Mercantor. I might keep this because him skipping turn 1 makes me feel like it's control. He might play big boys. But maybe it's Fatigue Magmar, though I've seen him play that. Then there is nothing to steal, he just, you know, fatigues you. There's the Plasma Storm, very predictable. And then he will have mana burn for this. Because Magmar players always have what they need. Yeah, we could play around the second Plasma Storm, but I really don't care if he plays a Plasma Storm to kill a single Tombstone. I could have First Wish that actually, but you know, just plays into mana burn more, so not really worth it. I guess if he mana burns this, then I play this with First Wish, because then there's a good chance that he doesn't have a second one, and then First Wish on the Altus is great. He already is at Mercantor mana. Play 2 Magmar, they can make it to Mercantor mana so easily, and then you no longer can position like you want to. Like I said, Magmar players always have what they need, so I could not make a proper decision that turn, I feel like, because yeah, he probably had both already. We could play this plus this to draw 2 cards. Does give him a better Spirit Harvester. And it means I have to play something into Mercantor, either my own face or the Altus. So let's not do that. I think I'm actually going to replace this. I really don't think he's playing a thingy, Twin Fang deck. Yeah, let's just not draw 2 cards. Do I put it here and walk 2 backwards, or do I put it here and walk 2 downwards? I guess I prefer to be close to him, and then I'm also close to both mana tiles. So maybe we did a correct bait with the first Deoltas. Ah, he plays Bug. I don't know yet if he plays anything to steal, but if he does, you know, that's the reason I'm keeping this, because that's actually a win con against this deck. Because I don't think non-artifact Vet has any chance against Control Magmar outside of this kind of sabo shit. The only other chance you have is Scarab. That's actually a good thing about him playing Mana Burn on the Deoltas. If I can take all his Mana Burns, then he can't really deal with Scarab. Oh, some bullshit is happening. That's always my feeling when I see Flash, then I'm like, oh, okay, we lost. Bullshit is happening. Okay, we can probably just concede, unless we get Zenrui. That's why I kept this, because of this kind of bullshit. Okay, we can concede. He got Flash that before we got Zenrui. When he also got Net Select for the Deoltas, like, yeah, that's just unfortunate. No reason to play that on, that there's nothing you can do there. Well, I did have Rasha's Curse actually. I could have Rasha's the Egg and hope to get Zenrui the next turn, so it was actually preemptive now that I think about it. But it's okay. It's a friendly. It does feel bad though when you actually play the Sabo core and you actually preserve Blind Scorch from turn fucking 2 because you feel they're playing that kind of deck. You make all the right calls, but they get Flash Elder before you get Zenrui, even though you play triple. That's, yeah, just usual Magmar luck. He also had the perfect progress of removal, right? Plasma Storm to Mana Burn, and then also the Net Select with that Flash Elder, because without the Net Select, it wouldn't be that much of a problem, because then we could just hit the Egg with the Deoltas. But yeah, Magmar player is always lucky, as we know. Let's do Mid-Tile this time, because he plays negative minions probably. What the fuck is this hand? Back, by the way, are we 3-summing? We can. Who's the limit? Oh, I already read that. Nothing new. Oh, he does play minions, okay. I'm actually gonna replace this. It's dumb against Flash Faction, but let's do it anyway. I don't want to get Plasma Stormed out of the game entirely, I suppose. Why is it every fucking time I open Mid-Tile, people have a punish for it when they shouldn't? But that's a pattern I've noticed as well. Maybe I'm just getting salty, but seriously, every time I open here, then they do something that I need to, that would have not been good if I had opened Mid-Tile. And every time I open Mid-Tile, then they have something like this. We're definitely pre-hitting this. No, you can Plasma Storm me actually, because then at least he needs to kill off his own Scimitar to do that. So let's just block the tile. Now I, of course, am swimming in the Zenruis. So I'll play Calvin next. Then we need a fourth person, chat. Is there any fourth person? Otherwise I will just watch them play and commentate. That's also an option. So Plasma Storm is not that great here. He needs to kill off his own minions as well. I was thinking about putting the Mystic here, but it doesn't actually protect us from Plasma Storm because he can just hit. The boy. Maybe this is a different deck, because previous game he played no minions except Elder. There's no way he plays Dart type. So I'll make a weird play here. I'm not gonna hit with his mini jacks because of Plasma Storm. And then he could clear one more. He can always clear one mini jacks with Plasma Storm, so I think there's no reason not to put this here for that reason. Maybe I should pre-hit with this then. Then I should put this here. Well, then this can go hit that after the Plasma Storm, but then at least it's out of range. Yeah, let's just do the damage to it when we can. So maybe I should even suicide this, but no, this seems kind of dumb. Maybe doing this Jaxi play was dumb as well. Maybe I should have just put the Jaxi somewhere else. Indeed, put the Mystic there, but protect this in a way. Where are the Scarabs? We didn't see any Scarabs yet in these two games. Okay, that's definitely a Plasma Storm if he does that. There we go. I'm gonna keep this because I want to punish him for playing big minions against me. Like, you know, previous game, we could have just won if we had a Zenrui with the Blind Scorch I had preserved from turn 2. So let's keep this time and hope we actually get the Blind Scorch before he gets a big minion. This turn, yeah, this is super passive, it's very weak. If he plays a normal Control Magmar deck, he can just play Archon and then we lose. Because, you know, Blind Scorch would then become 7 mana. The combo, I mean, becomes 7 mana and then we just lose. So it would be much better to play like Portal Guardian with this or something. So maybe just replace the Rush's Curse, because if I don't get a 2-drop or the Altus or Portal Guardian, then I actually think Star Fury is the correct play. I don't know. It's very weak, but against Calvin we're not gonna get much better ones. This is also pretty weak is the thing. Into Mukanter and everything, you know. I'll just not hit his face because we're not exactly ahead. Maybe it was better to take the actual mid-tile. It's maybe a bit better, easier to play around Mukanter in the future turns. The thing is, if I played this, I would also lose to Archon, right? So, might as well go to 5 cards in end. Oh, he is playing Twin Fang. Didn't see that one coming. Double Twin Fang even. That makes it definitely a bit scarier. Do we play into a big Plasma Storm? I think he's playing a different deck. Because there's no way you have space for Twin Fang with all those control things and Elder and shit. And, you know, he was actually playing minions this game. If you play minions, and obviously you need to play minions to get anything out of Twin Fang, so... in that case I'll actually replace this. Maybe he does somehow play that in a control package and I feel sad for replacing this. Why does this happen every fucking time? Why does it happen every fucking time that Blind Scorch gets replaced into Zenrui all the way around? It's actually insane. So let's do a surround. and get fucked by Mercantor and Plasma Storm and a million other things. I really need 1 minion to survive, then we can clear everything with minion hit, general hit, and Rush's Curse. Then we can clear both artifacts without taking too much damage. Elucidator. Okay, we're close to death here. 11, 13 damage at the moment. At least he doesn't have much mana left, but with Flash, crazy things can happen. Yeah, we're pretty much dead. If he has like Flash 2 drop, then maybe we're dead. Okay, that's a psychopath play. Seriously, the first game we can't punish him with Blind Scourge and Rui, even though I kept Blind Scourge from turn 2. And then this game we can't punish him by having any of 3 Third Wish copies, plus don't screw me here. Yeah, I guess this one. For fuck's sake. Like, I'm pretty sure he's making these plays because he has no other option. But if he's actually making these plays unironically, then they're retarded. And he got lucky 2 games in a row. Again, first game because I couldn't find a single Zemrui for 4 turns after preserving this, so I couldn't steal his Flash Elder high roll garbage. And now I don't have any of 3 Third Wish copies. I think maybe a second Start Fury would have also actually killed him here. Now there's a chance we don't die to Mercantor if we get a good spawn. And I get fucking Third Wish. I think stream is over, boys. I don't like being salty, because I'm usually not very salty in this version of the game, but you know, there's 3 players anyway, so yeah, that's also lethal, of course. But yeah, Calvin made 2 retard plays and we couldn't punish him, so I'm getting too salty. I don't want to call him a retard, so let's go offline. Like I said, there are 3 players anyway, so I'm just very sensitive to RNG still, I guess. CACW replays, I know, right? Limit to both be... Oh, I read it for a 3rd time now. Anyway, I'm gonna go off. And then, yeah, Calvin and PKP can play. I feel a bit sad that I can still get salty even though I like this version of the game. That's a bit sad. But to be fair, these were pretty salt-inducing games, right? Like, I actually just got outskilled by bronze level plays. I know that you probably had no other option, Calvin. I am saying I'm mad. That is what I'm saying. I'm a red gold, by the way. So yeah, thanks for watching. I might stream a 2nd time today, when I'm cooled down, no longer salty. And I probably need to sleep a 2nd time anyway, because I literally slept 3 hours. And it was not even a real 3 hours. I woke up in between the 3 hours. I slept 1.5 hours, woke up, and another 1.5 hours. Complete garbage. So maybe that's also why I'm salty. You know, it's hard to be emotionally stable when you never get any sleep. My life would ironically be so good if I didn't have the sleeping problem. I don't really have any problems outside of that, and a lot of good things going on, so it's annoying. I wish I could just fucking sleep. I don't even have any reason to have apnea, so it's weird. Anyway, enough complaining about life and salt about the game. Let's go offline, and like I said, I might stream a 2nd time after hopefully getting some actual sleep during the afternoon. Feels weird, man.